Hello, I'm here today to go over our assignment that we're going to be working on in class. This is a really great assignment. It's a digital notebook on the scientific method, but it also reviews everything that we've been talking about over the past week and a half or so, and that's with science tools and metric conversion or just the metric system in general. So it's a really good assignment that we wanted to do to kind of make sure everybody was still on the same page with what we've been talking about. So there's a total of 13 slides, and on every slide, or almost every slide, there's going to be a drag and drop feature that you will kind of drag to make sure, like for example, this is the vocabulary. Drag the definition of the correct term to the vocabulary term. So you're going to drag and drop from down here. Which one? So like an educated guess. Everybody knows that by now. Educated guess is a hypothesis. So you would drag and drop it right to there. The second one is number 2, your observation tools are kind of your science tools. So you're going to just add, I gave you a thermometer there. You're going to go up to the top and you're going to add a photo. So you're going to go up to the top and hit insert image. And then you're going to search the web. And then you can type in microscope. And then you could drag or drop any of those microscopes, right? A hand lens and rulers for the respective observation tools. Measuring matter. Volume, liquid volume, I always think about, and mass. Okay, so far this year we've talked about volume, liquid volume being measured in like a graduated cylinder or a beaker or Erlenmeyer flask, and mass we recorded using a digital scale or a triple beam balance. So you're going to kind of use those 4 down here to drag and drop. I believe it's 2 per, yes, 2 per each, 2 volume and 2 mass. Measurement, again, measuring distances. So you think of length, which units would you use? And then measuring mass. So think, well, I don't want to give it away too much, but measuring mass using a triple beam, what would you use? So that should hopefully help you look at your prefix and then look at your suffix, and that should help you figure it out. Again, these 2, there's more than 3, right? So you're going to go through this triple beam balance, a metric ruler, graduated cylinder, tape measure, a digital scale, and a graduated cylinder. So you tell me what it will measure. Does it measure length? Does it measure volume? Does it measure mass? Continuing, this is the one, really the only one that you have to answer like in a complete sentence. It says, how would we find the mass of a marble? So you would tell me in a complete sentence, measuring the mass of a marble with how could we find out the volume of a glass of milk? Pour that glass of milk into a whatever. So these are complete sentences that we're looking for those 4 questions, which are on slide 4. Slide 7 is your scientific tools. So you're going to drag and drop. We've been working on with these science tools. So these are really easy to drag and drop, to kind of double check. And then same thing here. There's one I think that we haven't covered, but I think overall you should be able to do process of elimination for both slide 7 and slide 8. Slide 9 is talking about qualitative or quantitative data, which we actually talked about last week when we talked about the scientific method. So qualitative means words or descriptions, whereas your quantitative deals with numbers. So that should hopefully help you give me a definition and some examples. Same thing goes true here. You're going to sort them based on what you see into qualitative. Look at the root word quality, and quantitative. Quantity means numbers. So your last 2 slides, this is a blank slide. You don't have to do anything on slide 11. But you are going to then go to slide number 12 and slide number 13. This is identifying what is an independent and dependent variable and then giving me an example. And then you're arranging the steps of the scientific method based on the 6 steps down below. Okay, and for the most part, they're in order. So that should be helpful. So once you finish those slides, it's technically 13 slides, but there's 12 slides that you're going to be working on. It should take you most of the period to do that. You're also at the end of the period going to be watching a Mythbusters episode on the scientific method that helps you review those variables. What I love about this Mythbusters is I love the show, but it's about 5 minutes. So it's pretty short and sweet, and there's 10 questions, multiple choice, that you'll go through. It will ask you like a multiple choice question, and then you just select the correct answer. So that's what we worked on today in class. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Otherwise, have a great day.